Hey there, Hunter Baiden, Century 21, the Harrelson Group. I'm making this video for those of you or you out there in this market who is trying to sell a property on their own. So you're a for sale by owner trying to sell this property on your own in this market. And I want to explain, a lot of the reasons that I come across with my business as to why people will take on this task on selling the property on their own. Now, a lot of times it's usually an ex-realtor in a market. Maybe they were a realtor in a few states away, or maybe a realtor in this market, but haven't actively sold in a few years or so. So they have a little bit of real estate experience. Another one is to save on the commission. Now, for obvious reasons, that would be an approach, or for sale by owner would be an approach to save on the commission. A third reason is that some people just like a challenge. Some people want to just be able to say they did it, put their head down at night, and say, I sold this property on my own, and that makes you feel good, and it certainly should. It is a daunting and extremely strenuous task, and there's lots of processes that are involved. Now, whatever the reason is, certainly your right to choose if you were an ex-realtor to sell your property, save on the commission, or maybe you like the challenge. Whatever the reason is, it is extremely important that you as a consumer in this market understand exactly what you're getting into as a for sale by owner. Okay, so you're taking on the task. It is in your hands, your control, but it is important to understand what comes in the future with this. That's why I've got 3 tips as a for sale by owner, or 3 pointers that I want to give you today to help you sell your property, make it an easy transaction for you, but also make you successful financially and emotionally with this transaction. The first tip that you need to understand before you even think about being a for sale by owner is understanding the market and having market knowledge. So market knowledge, it's important to understand the market, what's going on in your community. If it's an oceanfront condo, then you need to understand what's going on in the oceanfront market and also in that particular building as far as the amenities and of course selling features of that building. And vice versa, if you're a single family property or a townhome more inland, then you need to understand what the market's looking for in that immediate area. It will help you with pricing and also being efficient with your marketing. So market knowledge. The second point in being a for sale by owner that I want to stress is marketing of the property. So you need to know what you're doing as far as a marketing plan. Have an active and aggressive marketing plan to get your property the most amount of exposure. So marketing of the property. Who are you marketing it to? What web assets are you using? Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, ForSaleByOwner.com. And what is your game plan with those web assets or photographs that you may get of the property? We have to have a plan for marketing. So the second point is marketing of the property. The third and final tip as a for sale by owner is lining up the closing. Whenever we close on a property, there's all types of parties. You've got attorneys, inspectors, appraisers, lenders, just anybody involved in the process. There's a lot of hands in the pot. You've got buyers, buyer's agents, continued negotiation all the way up to the day of closing. So making sure that each contingency in the contract is met and met on time is extremely important to make sure that you'll even have a closing date and actually be able to close on the property. So line up the process for the closing and make sure that everything is met on time. So that's 3 tips, kind of just 3 pointers to help you sell the property on your own, or 3 tips that you need to know before you even think about venturing into the for sale by owner territory. Market knowledge, marketing of the property, and lining up the parties that are involved in the closing. If you're a for sale by owner and you have any other questions, maybe you're looking for some tips as far as how to market the property or get it a little bit more exposure, or even if you have questions as far as what the closing process involves, feel free to reach out. It's 843-503-9988. You can also reach me by email at hbaidenc21@gmail.com. Look forward to helping you get your property sold, and even if it's on your own, at the end of the day, you'll achieve what you're looking to achieve. Talk to you soon.